it's Snorgle. Welcome to the live stream. We're streaming Minecraft today. I'm going to, before we start streaming though, I need to put it out in the socials. So let me just do that quickly while I'm talking here. If you're not part of my Discord, there's a link pinned to the chat. Come hang out. Come hang out. I'd love to chat with you. But as it is right now, I'm just sort of getting the links and getting all the live streams up here. So it'll just be a second. I'll be able to check the chat. We'll be playing some amplified Minecraft today. Guppy's Rule Part 1, of course. So if you haven't been watching this series, this is one that... Oh, secret. Shh. The secret. This is one where I've been wanting to play this for a while, and it was actually part of a on a live stream. Someone mentioned, I think it was watching too much YouTube. Hi Danny, how's it going? Welcome to this impromptu Saturday live stream. Where am I? Okay, here we are. Okay, so I really like the way this is looking. I really like the way this is looking. I'm so pleased with this. Oh, it's gonna be such a pain though. I need to start working out here on it. Oh, hey, hi, what are you doing up there? Hold on, let me get ready to smite you. Hi, how you doing? You know, this is kind of my property and you're really not welcome here. I mean, you're only not welcome because you're kind of a jerk. Ouch, hey. Oh, I haven't seen a skelly. I haven't seen a skelly with armor. Hi, Twisted. Hi, Barney. How's everybody doing? Twisted, it's been ages. Glad to see you. Also, you too, Barney. I have a question. I have a Minecraft question. I just saw a skelly, like a skeleton gribbler that had armor. Is that common? I don't think I've seen that before. Okay, so it's a couple things we have to do today. With this whole area needs to go over a relatively significant amount, and let's. I think I figured it out before. So we're here, right? And so this is. So this is -2. Hi, watching too much? Welcome. So -2, and we need to go all the way over to at least, let's say 35 to be on the safe side. So we need to extend that outside. It's not very rare either. Fair enough. I'm not sure I've seen that before. The armored skellies. The whole gang is here. So we need to probably go 35 over, up from up here. So let's. So like we need to go to about, like here we're -2. So if we come up here, let's take a look and see what that means for us, because this is getting tricky. Yeah, Dimian and Kaz are not here. It's very, very true. Very true. Hopefully they'll stop by. Dimian has apparently been working extremely hard lately, and I'm a little concerned for him because I understand how difficult that is, right? I get it. Okay, so we need to go to about 35, I think we said. So that's going to put us like here. So what do we have? We have some cobblestone. So let's just build like a large cobblestone pillar, right? Just, again, it's not just to show sort of where it's going to be. Sure, I'll take damage. That's fine. Wow, 2 hearts, jeez. The more you're in a chunk, the more likely you're to find... Oh, I didn't know that. The more you're in a chunk, the more likely you are to find mods with here. That's really interesting. Okay, so that's where we need to build it to, which is, this is going to be really hard. This is legit going to be really tough. We can do it though. We're up to it. It's going to, this build is going to take me forever, but it's fine. I'm 100% up for it. Let's start by getting some stuff. The reason you've been gone is because you've been working on a project? That's cool. With Create Mod, and the problem is, we're close to being done. Believe me, I understand how it goes. Look at this. I thought it was done, and then I realized I need to expand it, and now we have to build all the way over there, which is going to be cool. I think this base is going to be super cool, but it's probably the biggest project I've ever worked on. Also, how deep does this go? We need to go deeper too, I think. Because this goes to like 88. What is the inside? Working on projects is cool, though. I'm glad you're working on something cool. I hope you're having fun with it as well. 88. Oh, wow. It's almost exactly right. Holy crap. How did that work out? Okay. So what's the, how safe are we to go? I mean, I think we're safe to go to like here, right? And so this is like 5. Actually, we can probably even go over to like here. Actually, in all fairness, we can probably go to, let's say here. This is 13. So we can go to 13. So let's see what this means for us here. We can go to here. Okay, so let's just say I'm here. This is 13. So we're just gonna block this off so we know when to stop. Okay. So that's when we need to stop doing the roof, because then we'll run out of roof, and that's going to be a problem. You don't have the lanterns are hanging. I know it's 100% temporary. It's 100% temporary. This is just an artifact of the previous thing. But you're right. I have a bunch of torches around, so let's get rid of those now, because you're absolutely right. It's kind of screwing up the look. So let's get rid of these. Let's do it. Let's see. I'm such a fan of these copper lanterns, though. I think they look so cool. Whoops. Yeah, and that's not going to affect the light. I think what I want to do is hang these from. I'll have to check and see. Can we get copper, like chains? Is that a thing? I have a ton of copper. Yeah, I've got. Watches Too Much was the one who converted me. I am now a copperologist. Look at the copper I have. I am lousy with copper. So I think what we're going to do is not yet, because that's the last thing we're going to do. But we're going to hang the lanterns down on copper chains. I think that would look really dope. And again, I think we're going to hang them down. I want to do, like, let's say each lantern is hanging down, like, say 5 chains, so that they're going to change in height, because go with the ceiling. So there is copper chains. That's fantastic. Okay, so we need to finish up this wall here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm thinking. Well, let's get some. Let me eat something here, because if I don't, I'm gonna die. Nope. And I think I still need more. I'm doing okay on this. I'm doing okay on that. So let's by the way, I'm enjoying a lovely cup of coffee. This is my second cup of coffee of the day. I'm so excited about how this base is going to look, because we can make this go back a little bit. I hesitate a little bit because I started my mind here, but I think we can make this work. I think we can make this work. And I'm kind of excited about it coming here and kind of like like wrapping around. You know, I think this is going to be the biggest thing I've ever built, like by a long shot, and it's going to take me a long time. You want to know how to craft change? I do not, but I failed just to look up the recipe. But I'm so excited with the idea of just coming up over here and kind of going up over the cave and curving around. Like the whole base will do that. I think it's the biggest project I've ever done, but I'm totally up for it. I'm super excited about it. I don't think I've crafted a chain. I would think about it. Actually. Okay, so let's get working on this. So I want to work on this back wall because this is one of the ones where it's not nature isn't sort of dictating it. I am. I got crap I need to put away too though. So let's this goes in here. And again, before I know this is a mess. I know we're not. This is just temporary. Like I'm really proud of the fact that I have all this stuff like like organized. So okay. I'm doing decent on diamonds as well. But what else do I need to put away? Oh, I need to put away the lanterns. So I'm going to put the lanterns in here. We have 15 lanterns in here, and that's fine. I'll put my 3 eggs in here because I don't know where else to put them. And everything else I think is okay. So we need to get more of this. Put this up here. We need to get more of this. Hi, Golden Wind. Welcome back. Guess who's back and kicking? You. We're continuing work on my base as I enjoy a lovely cup of coffee. I mentioned before, it's super embarrassing, but I'm a complete coffee snob, and it's 100% a product of me living in the Pacific Northwest. And I it's embarrassing, but I have to be honest. I'm a total coffee snob, and watching too much can tell you, it's shockingly easy to become a coffee snob when you live up there because the coffee game is stronger than any place else I've ever lived. Like legit, you know? Okay, let me think about this now. I need to climb up here and I want to be able to go up and down fairly easily. So let's go ahead and just, yeah. Yeah, we'll just, let's see. Oh, believe me, it is embarrassing. Let me tell you how much of a coffee snob I am. I order my coffee exclusively from Cafe Vitas in Seattle. It's in my opinion, it's the best coffee in North America by a long shot. I make my coffee using a Hario ceramic V60 a coffee cone. Ceramic is contentious because most people feel like you should use the acrylic one for temperature, but I do not agree with that. Controversially. And I realize it's stupid, but I can't help it. Okay, I think we need to go up a little bit more here. Okay, yeah. And here we'll just kind of build it out over here. Okay. And this is where, yeah, so we'll put that one out there. That seems underestimated me. I know, like I said, I legitimately mean it's embarrassing. Like I do a pretentious pour over and I can't help it. It makes a fantastic cup of coffee. It really does, but it's embarrassing. It's legitimately embarrassing. But I am what I am. And from Pacific Northwest standards, I am not that bad of a coffee snob. I'm probably being kind. Scaffolding, yeah, I know. I need to do that, but I just haven't run across enough spiders yet. And so I got that. Okay. Because I do like scaffolding. I kind of feel like there's parts of scaffolding though that are frustrating. like I get that it's one of the few things that actually like pays attention to physics and gravity, but it does so in a weird way. I always feel like working with scaffolding is very strange. Not hugely, just a little bit. Okay. Can I go up one? Just so I can get the rest of these? Maybe? Yeah. Okay. Can we just place a thing here so I can see? Can't see a blurp and splurp. Put it here. How to make the food I need? I have a tremendous amount of chickens, so I typically currently I'm surviving on food and bread. I don't have any automated processes, and I actually probably should, but at the moment I'm just basically eating whole chickens. Okay, I want to see, how does this look? This comes down here and goes over here, and I think this needs to go down a little bit. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, it needs to come down, I think, and then maybe back up. Yeah. This really is the largest project I've ever done, and it's a little daunting. Okay, so this comes here, and I think that this needs to go, like, by the way, is it just me, or is it just me, or I think somebody else has mentioned this before. I feel like the number of blocks that you can build stuff is different from Java to Bedrock, and I don't understand that choice. I think it's weird. There's a lot of strange choices that I feel like that Mojang has made that I don't fully understand. This can go over here. I should though. I had it. I think Swag and Twisted helped me make an automated bread machine in my last world, and I need to do that again. Okay. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna have this go down to here. Let's see. See how this looks. I should make an auto farm. When I get a light so I can move around. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Let's see. I mean, I've just recently decided I'm actually going to go beat the dragon. Sheep bakery, right? The bakery. Yeah, that's absolutely right, Barty. The bakery. Well, yeah, I'm absolutely going back to that world. I want to continue doing the petting zoo amusement park. But I feel like what that world needs is I need more animals and I need more rides on the animals. Number one. Number two, that huge, massive minecart ride, I need to put little attractions around that as we go through there. So I have huge plans for that. I absolutely have huge plans for that. Okay, let's move some of this. I'm just, oh my gosh. Let's move some of this stuff because it's kind of screwing up where I'm looking at, so. Okay. Whew. I can't see, I know this is counterproductive, but I can't look at this and see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna have to find a better way to do this, so. But yes, the bakery, the petting zoo amusement park is returning 100%. Okay, I like the way that looks. I think that looks pretty good. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Let's do this here. I'm going to do it like sort of one-offs. If anybody follows Minecraft speedrunning, Kuroway is a sort of world-class speedrunner, and he has written a how-to speedrunning guide for people who don't know anything about speedrunning. And I've kind of been going through that because I'm going to start. That's a new thing that's starting here, a new arc that's starting on Snorgle's channel. Is I want to speedrun it, and I know that sounds silly, right? Because I haven't even beaten the dragon yet. But what happened to my axe? Did I go through it? I mean, it's not a big deal, but I thought I had a lot more. Huh. No big deal. NBD. That's not what I want. I want this. Okay, here we go. There. Put this stuff back. The axe just dipped. Okay. I think I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have another. Well, I do. Oh, I do have another one. Wow, I'm shockingly prepared. I think I don't like this here. I think we need to have one red one there, kind of carry through. If I'm doing a speed run, okay. So let's talk about the dragon because you might have missed this, but I have big news about the dragon, and I've talked about this before, and I have decided that I'm going to the end and I'm going to beat the dragon, and let me tell you why. Hi, Dimian, welcome. Swag was just asking me about beating the dragon, and I'm going to explain my take on this. So, typically, I hate games where you have to craft stuff. And I don't like games where you have to find materials and mine stuff. I never have, which is one of the reasons why I never played Minecraft, when I was younger. All my friends did. I never did. And then, as you know, I had an arc here, and now I absolutely love Minecraft. It's absolutely one of my favorite games ever. And I like that. Maybe this can come back up here. Okay. So when I was thinking about the dragon, and I had a thought, and I mentioned this in the last live stream, but I don't bring this up because not everybody was here. Enjoying a lovely pretentious cup of coffee here. I think that Minecraft does stuff in ways that's so thoughtful and amazing, and I genuinely mean this. I'm not just sort of glazing Mojang. I 100% mean this. Like it's one of the most thoughtful pieces of software I think I've ever experienced, and so many Minecrafters. I'll get to my favorite game ever in just a second. I have two. It's a tie. So many Minecrafters, I feel like have they feel like the game starts after you beat the dragon, right? The whole thing is to go there, beat the dragon, you get the elytra, you get the ender chest, and then you can really start playing the game. And that's interesting to me because Mojang's own documentation calls that late game, right? That's late game stuff, which is super interesting to me. And that's when I had the thought about the dragon, which is that there's all parts of Minecraft that I love the crafting part of Minecraft. I absolutely love the mining part of Minecraft. It's so unusual for me to like that stuff, and I do. I love it. I love it immensely. It's not just love it, but it's meaningful to me. It's meaningful in my life, and I'm not sure there's a lot of games that can say that. And that's when I thought, you know what, I need to beat the dragon. I need to go and beat the dragon because these people who developed this phenomenally thoughtful game also developed the dragon. And if there's a dragon that I can interact with, Minecraft's gonna be the one that's gonna have it, right? That's how I feel. And so I'm gonna go and beat the dragon. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find when I get like all my stuff, I get everything prepared. I know that I'm gonna need a bow, and I'm halfway decent with a bow because of other games, and so I'm gonna go with a bow. I'm gonna go with enchanted armor. I'm gonna go with some enchanted weapons, and I'm gonna beat the dragon. I'm not gonna try one cycle it. I think I'm capable of one cycling it, but I have to learn how to do it. I don't think I think that zero cycling is way off in my future if I ever could do it. Out of respect, that's a great way to put it. Out of respect for the game, I feel that I have to see it through to the end and beat it at least once. 100%. And not just respect for the game, but respect for what they created. They created something that typically for me, I don't like. Like, I don't like mining games. I don't like whatever. I just don't like them. I never have. But I love Minecraft. Minecraft is and I've tried other games thinking maybe my taste changed, so they haven't. It's just Minecraft is remarkably special. And so that's I'm gonna go beat the dragon because Mojang made the most thoughtful game I've ever played. One of the most thoughtful games. Maybe not the most thoughtful, but one of the most thoughtful games I've ever played. And it's important for me to do that. You never thought I want to. So I was chatting with my bestie the other day, and I mentioned that I decided I'm going to beat the dragon, and she was like, "You're gaslighting me." And I was like, "No, seriously, it's a huge deal for me. I'm going to beat the dragon." She's like, "You are not going to beat the dragon." She's known me for years and years. Like, she knows me so well. She didn't believe it. She doesn't play Minecraft. She literally thought I was gaslighting her. It took me like a half an hour for her to believe it. I was being truthful. But I'm not just want to play the dragon, but I'm actually looking forward to it. I think this is looking really good. I really like the way these walls are looking. Yeah, I like the way it's looking. You didn't think I was going to do it either? I know, right? Because I avoid dragons at all costs for everything. Like literally, I just avoid it at all costs. But Minecraft has been so meaningful to me that I feel like I need to do it and I need to experience it, and not just, and Kaz, in all fairness, Kaz was like, "Oh, you can do this. You can experience the end and not beat the dragon." But I just feel like that's cheating myself out of an experience. And so maybe I won't like it because I don't like dragons. Maybe I will. I have a feeling that this is going to be the rare exception where I interact with a dragon, have anything to do with it, and I like it. So going back to Dimmy and asking, what's my actual favorite game ever? Which save file am I competing in? Oh, it's funny. I kind of thought I'd do it in this one. 100%. I thought I'd do it in this one. I looked it up, and I don't think that Amplified affects the Nether, and I don't think that it affects the end. And I could be wrong about that. So if anybody else is smart about that, please let me know. But I think the dragon is going to be beat in this world, and then after that, I may go back and beat him in Bedrock in the original Guppy world. I think I'm abandoning the Desert Temple world. I just don't think it. I thought it was an interesting idea, but it's just not compelling. So I think I'm going to abandon that world actually. But so Dimmy asked, "What's my favorite games ever?" And I have two games that are my favorite games ever. And Minecraft might be a tie for third. I haven't given it that much thought, but one of my favorite games ever is a game called Journey. It's a very old game. It's 15 years old, I think. And it's the game. It's so weird to think that there was a time when there was a debate about, are video games art or are they just simply technology? And it seems like such an antiquated discussion, right? What do you mean our video games aren't art, they're just technology? But this was a legit thing that people were debating. And a small team out of Southern California, I think, made this game called Journey. And it was originally a PlayStation exclusive, and so I didn't play it because I'm not a console guy. I'm a PC guy, and I never played it. And then it quietly was released for PC, and I played it on my channel about 3 years ago. And how do I say this? I put this in for my friend's podcast, and remember that time? Can you remember the time when, like, you were a little kid and you first become aware of video games, right? And there's something deeply magical about video games when you're that young, when you're a tiny little kid. And there's this sense of and I distinctly remember, I don't remember what it was. It wasn't a PC game because we were quite poor growing up. And I had to go maybe with a friend's house, and it was some console. I don't remember which console it was. And there was just this sense when it hit me what a video game was of it felt like it was magic. And there's a sense of awe and wonder. As an adult, Journey made me feel that exact way. I'm almost tearing up a little bit thinking about it. Like literally, it's the most unique, amazing game I think I've ever experienced. And it's a 15-year-old game, and it still holds up. It's one of those remarkable games I've ever played. And so the other game that's tied for that is a game called Deadly Premonition. And this is a game by the Japanese video designer Swery. And I don't recommend people play it. At least not the Steam version. So it originally came up with PlayStation and was ported to Steam. The Steam version of Deadly Premonition is one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life. I can't, wow, look at the sunset. That's cool. I can't imagine how it ever even made it past QA testing. I honestly don't, because it's absolute garbage. It's one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life. It's one of the most buggy games I've ever played. Horror game. It is a horror game. Yeah. Yep. But it's a unique horror game, and it's one of the most buggy games I've ever played. It crashes more than any game I've ever played that wasn't beta or alpha. It crashes all the time. There's chapters that soft lock the game and you have to start over because it dumps a crucial thing that you have to finish a chapter out of your inventory if you save and then come back to it. Right? But the writing, the plot, everything, I felt like it's one of those things that Swery knew me, knew who I was, and wrote it exclusively for my enjoyment. Like that's I've never experienced anything quite like it. Have you heard about the High Guard drama? No. Wait, they're shutting the servers down? Why? I hate that. I so hate when games require servers to play, and instead of making the server software open source so the community can keep going it, they shut it down. I absolutely hate that. It's so infuriating. So here's your Damien's favorites are Final Fantasy VII and the remake, Resident Evil 4, Bloodborne, and Half-Life 1. Solid. That's solid. I'll give an honorable mention to the game Unpacking, because not as only is it a deeply satisfying game, it's just a masterclass in storytelling. Like how they're able to tell this remarkably touching story and make you really emotionally involved in the protagonist without ever seeing them. There's no dialogue, there's no exposition. It just tells this remarkably touching, marvelous story. It's Unpacking such a great game. They released it January 26th and were so unprepared. The game flips to shut down. That seems to me like the studio's probably going to close, right? I mean, they produced this game. It's a flop, and they're shutting the servers down. Like that studio's going under. That's 2 more. That's what that says to me. Like which is too bad, but. So much times you felt just life just thrown away. I know, right? I know. It's. I wonder why it flopped so badly. Was it a bad game? I'm relatively unfamiliar with it. That's disappointing though, you know. I'm sure the actual developers, not the company, I'm sure the actual developers are just crushed. The studio's toast. Yeah, it is, yeah. That's too bad. That's such a shame. It just, I feel so sorry for the people involved, you know. That's a shame. Yeah, I hate to see that happen. Live service depends on player count. Yeah, that's true. There's so much competition. Yep, you're absolutely right about that, Dimian. That live servers depend on player count, and there's so much competition for the honeypot. People can't play everything. Yep. So many of these games fail. You're 100% right. It's the thing that's, you know, it's so funny. Remember a couple of years ago when like all the AAA game developers were like, single player games are dead, and Steam's like, meh, you know, and it's like I don't really play games that have many live services, like hardly any. They weren't ready to release it, but got a bit of promo at the last game. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, a developer request for their hand. Oh, that's too bad. That sucks. Like, I would rather a studio say, and this happens so much that games are released that are sort of like mid-stage beta, you know, and they're just released as a full game. Sony shut down Blue Point Studios? That type of thing is happening so much, and I hate it. Like, it's not just Sony, right? All these AAA studios shutting down these great smaller studios. It's really disappointing. I don't like it. So I have a question for you. This is slightly off topic. Would you like to see a series of me trying to learn how to speedrun? Yeah, that means Demon Souls. Yeah. Shadow of the Colossus remake. Yep, I remember. So, but would you be interested in watching me try to learn how to speedrun? Try to learn all the techniques to speedrun? Because my initial goal is I'd like to be able to beat Minecraft in an hour. I think that's a first initial goal. It'd be really cool. Okay, great. I'll do it. I will do it. I'll have to plan it a little more carefully, but I want to learn how to speedrun it. And I'm not super concentrated on, I want a sub 15. I just, if I can get a sub hour, then I feel like I'll have a good handle on what's realistic for me, right? Because I think from watching speedruns and people who haven't done it, but all the speedruns I've watched are people who have more experience with Minecraft than I do. You will have to patiently wait for the downfall playthrough. That is absolutely coming up. That is 100% coming up. I think, by the way, since today's poll for what game to play today on my Discord. By the way, if you're watching this and you're not a member of the Discord, step by. Or you're watching the VOD, step by. Just enable that enable the live chat if you're watching the VOD, and stop by Discord. We'd love to say hello. But there was a tie, so tomorrow will be Raft. Tomorrow I'm going to start playing Raft. And Downfall is absolutely coming. I still have to, like I said, I got completely off of my schedule. My schedule got totally borked from my stupid motherboard frying. So I'm still kind of working on that, and it takes me, that type of planning takes me forever, because I'm just, as all of you know, I'm not a particularly organized person. Discord and pin in this chat stream. Yes, it is, Dimian. So if you're watching the VOD and you want to come back to Discord, enable the chat, click on the pin message. We'd love to say hi. I think that I want to say this, and I don't feel like it's boastful because it's not me, but I think that our little Discord community, I think is one of the best Discord communities I think I've ever seen, and it's 100% on the community. So if you want to hang out with a really open, cool, chill community, stop by. And I'm going to stop doing that because I hate when people when people constantly harass you for engagement. So as a stream pet mod, if you don't play Downfall, you'll ban Snorgle from the stream. Downfall is definitely coming up though. Like I said, it's installed. I haven't installed. It's and if it's installed, it means that a recording or a live stream is imminent. Man, for not having played a month, it's so interesting to me. I know so many people who they don't. I feel like some people don't realize how absolutely marvelous this part of the game is. Like, I just love this part of the game. Or even in regular videos, yes? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, totally, 100%. I think that so my view from about Downfall, I'm assuming you're talking about Downfall, is I think it's much more aligned for like a standard Let's Play series, 100%. That type of game I think is much more along that line, especially because it's those that whole, at least if it's like it's the. I think it's the first in this series, right? The Cat Lady was the second in that trilogy, and they're so story rich. I think it makes a really good opportunity for a Let's Play. Okay, no diamonds yet, but we're getting a lot of blackstone, which is good because we're gonna need it. Okay, normally, so as you know, or not, Saturdays is pizza day for me. I make a handmade pizza, hand tossed, make the dough by hand. Normally, I make it a day in advance. So like normally I make it 18 hours in advance because I have a very special dough recipe that I use that I sort of developed myself, and it's a low need recipe. There's some no need recipes. I find that those actually don't work quite as well. So I do a low need recipe, which is just it's a variation of the no need, and I typically do it ahead of time. I typically do it like 18 hours before I'm going to make the pizza. I do it, and it's uses a very, very tiny amount of yeast because it just proofs over like 18 hours. I forgot to do that last night, so I had to make some regular pizza. I had to just make a regular crust this morning for pizza tonight. Just that's not because of anything, just a thought. In another Discord I'm in, my friend's podcast, there's my friend has talked about how, and by the way, this is somebody I'm going to be doing repo with. I'm going to be doing the repo collab with, so look forward to that coming up. We played once as a test, and there were some weird audio issues, so we're trying to work that out from his side. But there's going to be some collabs coming up too, so. Oh yeah, so my friend mentioned that he eats a burrito, like, and this is like the type of burrito that you get, you know, at like Chipotle's or something, like the burrito that's closed on both sides, right? So sometimes you get a burrito and it's closed on the bottom and open on the top. This does not apply to that. This applies to the closed on both end burritos. He eats it from the center, and so he gets, and here's the thing, right? If you have a burrito that's closed on both sides, Games of Recreation, Downfall Cat Lady, Downfall Remake, Lorelei. Okay, so I think I'm going to be playing the Downfall Remake, I think. Burnhouse Lane, I haven't heard about Burnhouse Lane. I'll have to check that out. But so eat a burrito from the center, so you end up with two stumps, right? And here's what you do. Here's the pro thing. You end up with the 2 stumps. Take these 2 stumps, set them upright so the toppings are facing up, and pour a little hot sauce in each one and let it sit like 5 minutes. It's the best way to eat a burrito. Straight to jail. You know what? Okay, I don't eat pizza crust first, but it's interesting you mentioned that because I was watching a video of an Italian pizza chef, and he's I think relatively famous in I think Naples or something like, and he talked about how he felt like the crust was one of the most undervalued parts of the back crust, right? Was one of the most undervalued parts of the pizza, and he felt like it should be special. So he liberally brushes it with olive oil and then sprinkles it with coarse salt. And let me tell you, I did that for my bestie, and she said legit, it's hard to say which is what's better, the other regular parts of pizza or the crust, because it's so good. So I highly recommend trying my burrito method. Just give it a shot. Give it a shot, because it's double stump life forever. You end up with the 2 stumps, put them upright, pour some hot sauce in, wait. You put the milk first. Okay, so I don't really eat cereal because I hate it, but Markiplier had a whole video on milk first and then add the cereal. You love the crust? Yeah. It's so this crust is so special. But okay, so my friend who also did the stumps first, the eat from the middle on your way out of the burrito, he pours a large bowl of milk and then pours in the cereal, eats it, pours in the cereal, eats it as he goes. Which I have to say, pretty smart. It's always crisp, it doesn't get soggy. Hey, Gold. Huh. Oh my gosh, look up there. Let's see if we can... Okay. Okay, here's what you do. Here's what Jimmy does. He puts in the milk, heats it in the microwave, then puts it... warm milk. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that a you thing, or is that your country thing? I don't think I've heard anybody having warm milk in their cereal. That's interesting. That's really interesting. That's fascinating. I used to live in the largest city in the Midwest. You can figure it out. Not that hard. And there was a very famous T-shirt shop, and you could go to the factory and buy T-shirts from the factory. And sometimes you get like the test shirts that they screen printed, like it was really cool. And I'd go with my friend, and we would then... You love milk in general? Yeah, I'm the only time I eat milk, I think, is like with cookies or something like that. But I eat a lot of cheese. I eat a lot of dairy products. But so we used to go once a month. We used to go to this T-shirt factory, very famous T-shirt place. You've heard of it. And you stop by the factory, and you could just pick up the shirt right there. You wouldn't have to wait for it to ship to you or anything. And then we'd stop by this. I very well may mean it. You're 100% right, Divian. Well done. And so we would stop by this. There was this bar that was open on just open on Wednesdays. And by the way, I'll tell you my one of the memories of me living in that city. A little coffee here, and so we'd stop by, and they had the best pizza. And I remember they had a when we were first there, we got a pizza, and it was braised oxtail pizza with arugula and fried eggs on it. It was one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my entire life. It was incredibly fancy. It was so good. And so we'd stop by once a month on a Wednesday and pick up a T-shirt, and do that. But my memory of living in that town in the north, in the Midwest, is it's known for its brutally cold winters. And I remember walking to the L, which is the train, the mass transit train, walking to the L, which should tell you what city it's in, by the way. And the actual temperature, not with wind chill or anything, the legit actual temperature was minus 20 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but like that's legitimately every single part of you needs to be wrapped up or it will freeze off. No pineapple on pizza. I mentioned this before. I'm not a conceptually, I understand if people like it, but when I was in LA visiting a friend, we went to this place that served pizza with prosciutto and thinly sliced strawberries. And it was one of the most amazing pizzas I've ever had, to the point where you look at it and think, why isn't this a thing? Like, why is this not a thing everywhere? Because it was incredible. I'd never had anything like it. It was amazing. And with regular tomato sauce, and like, it was so good. Your mother loved pineapple on pizza? Let me tell you, this chat introduced me to canned tuna fish pizza, and it's incredible. I'd never heard of it before, and it's legitimately amazing. One more and we're done. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Bonk. The tuna pizza it's a little heavy for me, but meat lovers pizza. You have mentioned that before. What meat do you like on your meat lovers pizza? What does a meat lovers pizza in your country come with? I tell you, I'm a huge fan of a really simple, straightforward plain cheese pizza. I love it. Two, three, four. Okay. I mean, here, when I think of a meat lovers here, right? I think it probably would have pepperoni, Italian sausage, maybe ham. You never paid attention. You just get it, eat it, whatever comes on top of it. That's so funny. 6, 7. I think it would. So meat lovers here. Let me think about this now. Let me give this some thought here. I think that meat lovers here in the U.S. would be pepperoni, Italian sausage, bacon, maybe ham, maybe. Get some iron though. I mean, I kind of was hoping for more. I kind of was hoping for more diamonds, but whatever. Costco cheese pizza. 45 grams of protein per slice? Holy crap. I didn't know that. Actually, some Costco has some surprisingly good food in their food court. Like, I'm not necessarily a massive hot dog fan, but those Costco hot dogs are really good. One thing you know is most is Pizza Hut lasagna. I in general, I avoid Pizza Hut because I find it to be the few times I've gone as an adult, I found it to be profoundly disappointing. And I remember as a kid going, when my family would go out to eat or something, it was a big deal. But I was a child. What do I know? Okay. Well, we're definitely getting lots of, let's see, definitely getting lots of gravel, which is good. Okay. I find that I find most lasagnas to be very heavy. Here. You like Pizza Hut? Definitely overpriced. Yeah, I see that type of thing is I always think that it's so dependent on what country you're in. Same with like my bestie used to work. I think I could say that without. I think she'd be okay with this. She used to work for Kentucky Fried Chicken at the headquarters. She worked at the headquarters of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the quality of that is severely determined by what country you're in, like, which is really interesting. I assume it's the same with Pizza Hut. I assume. Okay, let's see. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's raft stream as well. That's gonna be fun. I just found it's, you know, ever since when I was when I was a full-time nomad, right? And I was traveling around for years, traveling around. Which, by the way, I say this all the time, but travel when you're young. Like, I mean it. Like, I know so many people are like, "Oh, wait till you're tired and travel." Don't do it. If you find a way to travel when you're young, do it. It'll change your life. When I was traveling, I was staying in Florida once, and I always heard, you know, if you look at reviews in North America of like the best frozen pizza, consistently I saw this pizza I never heard from called Pep's Draft House. House spelled Haus, like the German way. And when I was in Florida, they had it there for some reason. Typically, it's like a Midwest thing. It's like available in like Michigan and Wisconsin and nowhere else. But it was available in Florida for whatever reason when I was there. And it legitimately is one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my entire life. And it was made by the guy who, I might have told the story before, it was made by the guy who developed Tombstone Pizza, which is a sort of iconic first frozen pizza brand here in the U.S. And oh, some gold. How's deep dish pizza? I don't, you know. So I'll say this. Most people equate Chicago, the town of Chicago, a large city in the Midwest, with deep dish pizza. And if you tell a Chicagoan that, you'll get though that's for the tourist lecture. Because the real Chicago pizza that everybody eats is not deep dish. It's very, very thin crust, thinner than a New York style crust. A little crispy, pleasantly floppy. That's the real Chicago style pizza that most people don't know. I'm not a huge fan of deep dish pizza just because I find it so heavy. I'm much more a fan of a thin crust. Do I have the makings to make? I do. Let's make some more torches while we're here. You know, actually, let's head back because I got a bunch of stuff I need to drop off anyway. A lot of people really love deep dish pizza, though. I will say that. It's not quite my thing, but a lot of people really love it. I was curious about the availability of something like deep dish pizza outside of the U.S. It's funny, like the Chicago pizza, super thin crust, not crackery, like a little bit crispy but pleasantly floppy. That's my favorite type of pizza. It's the proper Chicago pizza. I had someone Detroit style. Oh yeah, I love a Detroit style pizza. Have you ever watched it too much? Have you ever tried Milwaukee style pizza? I heavily recommend it. Heavily recommend it if you haven't. Try to seek out Milwaukee style pizza because it's really good. But you're right, Detroit style pizza is dope. You know what's the worst pizza on the face of the earth? St. Louis pizza. It's the grossest, most disgusting thing I've ever shoved into my pie hole. I hate it. Genuinely, look it up. It's gross. Hey, nighttime. Oh gosh, I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh. let's put stuff away. We're getting lots of black. That doesn't go in there. We're getting lots of blackstone, which is good. Yeah, it's seek it out if you can, because it's so good. Watch it too much. It's so good. It's like I said, it's unique and different, but it's really good. Let's see. We got redstone put in there. Put this in here. What else do we have here? We need to put away. We have some gravel and some tuff we need to put away. Oh, tuff. Look at that. There's one pizza here at a shop that has salmon, gorgonzola, apples, and arugula. See, that seems like they're trying too hard. You know, like I get complicated pizzas, but I just feel like sometimes complicated pizzas work really well, but I feel like a lot of times just it's a pizza. Just like, so here's my thoughts on pizzas, right? Real talk with Snorgle. I think that you can have a great crust and mid toppings, and the pizza will be really good. But if you have a mid crust and great toppings, the pizza's mid. I think the unsung hero of a pizza is the crust. It's what makes or breaks it. Hot take. Okay, put this in here. Oh wait, is it still nighttime? Oh no, it's not. The Grubblers around? Gribblers? Gribblers? Hello? Gribblers? I guess not. Huh. The Skellies have a tendency of hiding, like, underneath these trees, which I'm not a fan of. I guess they're not around. Okay. Uh-oh. Wait, what was that? Oh, a spider. Come here. Come here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that if you get the crust down, everything else follows. Okay. Do we need to harvest this? I think I'm doing okay on bread, but I'm not sure. Let's see. I got one stack. I could use more. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. But I do want to thank the chat for introducing me to tuna fish pizza, because I never thought, the thought of that is weird to me. And especially because it's canned tuna, right? So that's like the thing you make a tuna fish sandwich out of. It's so good. It is so good. I never would have thought in a million years to try that. And it's amazing. I need to put a fence around those crops. Wait, is there a particular reason? I'm curious. Does it protect them or something? I'm not objecting to it. I'm just curious why. Being a relative noob. I will do it next, but I'm just genuinely curious. Prevent mobs from stepping on them and destroying them? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's do it then. Let's put some fences around here. This is a little close. I don't like it. Oh, man. We'll figure it out. We got this. We'll figure it out. Let's do this. Okay, that's fine. I don't think watch is too much for cluing me into the auto composter. It's got to save me so much time. Let's do this. Okay. And I want to keep even stacks of 64, so that's why I'm sticking some of this wheat in here. There. All right, let's think about how we're going to do this now from a... I may... Think about this. I may go against my own judgment and remove this thing here just to give a little more space here. Just to give a little more space there. But let's make some fencing and put it around here because I think that's a swell idea. Okay. I've got wood, right? Do I have wood in here? Some. Oh, I got a full stack. Okay. All right, that's good. Wait. No. Okay. Wait. I forgot I got all those phantom membranes. That's so funny. All right, let's make some fencing. Okay. Let's see. Oak fence. Oh, I have this weird bug that is incredibly irritating, and I don't understand it. Okay, let's I'll put this here. One more. Okay. And I looked it up, and it's genuinely a bug that happens where, like, anytime you select something, you can get all of them, but it's so irritating. It's incredibly irritating, and it hasn't gone away, and I don't like it. Okay, let's put some of this fencing down. See what we can do here. Oopsie. Oh, I don't have nearly enough, do I? I don't. Oh boy. All right, well. Oh. Just one slap. Oops. Okay, let's make a lot more because we're going to need more of those. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we'll go choose fence. Okay. Oh man, this is so irritating. Shift. Okay, nope. I don't understand why it's doing that. That's so irritating. Don't forget a fence gate. I was kind of thinking not a gate and maybe just like I probably should have a gate. You're right about that. I might also put some carpet on there too. Let me have a little more coffee here. Click more than once. I was shift clicking and it wasn't doing anything though. It's really irritating. I hate that it's connecting up to that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Need a little more. I think I'm gonna break my one rule. Actually, well, let's see. Let me see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I don't want to. We need to put it here. I don't know what I'm thinking. Put the fence here. There. Okay. Now, I'm going to break my one rule and move these back because I don't like the way that looks. And so this is one of the few times where you're going to see me actually do that. Because other than that, I'm really not going to. There. And that allows me to come through here. So I feel a little bad about that, but that's just the way it's going to be. So. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I think that looks better. Still looks a little natural. Nice. Okay, we need a few more fences. Perfect. And then, then I'll put a bunch of lanterns or something around the top too. Maybe some torches. What is this? This is polished andesite. That's tough. That's gravel. That's andesite. Polished. Polished tuff. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let me ask you a question, chat. What should I take with me when I go to the end? Because I know I'm going to need to go to the nether, because I'm going to need blaze rods. And but everything for speed runs, I probably want to go to a fortress first, because then I can do some trades with some piglins, some nether pigos, and get fire resistance and ender pearls. And although I know that the trades aren't as good as they used to be in 1.16, probably an effective way to do that. So let's say I do that. What else do I need when I go to the slow falling potions? Thank you. What does that do? I mean, I kind of think I know what that does, but I'm not familiar with it. I'm assuming it keeps you from dying if you fall from a great height. Let's see what else. Do I need? Is it super important that I have like a bunch of enchanted stuff, or is that not necessary? We're gonna go here. Just a few more. Fence. Like I shift click, yeah, and it just doesn't do anything. It's so irritating. Okay. It's gonna be nighttime. We'll go to bed. Why not? A good bow with arrows? Yep. Saves you from falling? Recommend just farming for ender pearls, to be honest. Okay, that's fair. Oh, definitely bring a water bucket for the ender. Oh, I didn't think about that. I try to bring a water bucket everywhere because I'm actually halfway decent at the bucket clutch for some reason. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but gribblers? I'd have heard a gribbler around. No? Okay. Back to fencing. Fencing. There. All fenced up. Now let's make some torches and put those on. I mean, I fully expect that I'm going to die. I fully expect that, and that's fine. But I think that what I do I think what I'm going to do is put a safety bed in the stronghold. I think that's what I'm going to do. Glass bottles to pick up dragon's breath? Can you explain that more? I don't understand what that means. So wait, I've watched some people fight the ender dragon. So dragon's breath is like the purple glowies that the dragon spits at you? That's dragon's breath? I didn't realize you could pick it up. That's interesting. Actually looks pretty good. Okay. I want to try something. The real boss fight is in this game is the end credits? What's the end credits? What do you mean? Like you literally mean the end credits? I mean, it makes sense that there's credits. I just hadn't really thought about it. Last for hours? Really? No way. Are you being 100% serious? Why do they last for hours? An hour? I don't understand. Why would the credits possibly last an hour? That's so weird. Okay, that's what I need to do. So, I have a bunch of torches, which is fine. Put these in here. That's so deeply weird. That's so strange. Oh wait, I need some copper too, because I want to put copper torches outside to fit the theme of this. That's fine. Okay, so we go this, this, this. Let's start with 28 and see how that goes. Wait, that's fine. Okay. I like the way that looks. Fits with the theme. I would like to put ones around there. Let's see. Can we go every other one and it's going to work? Hey! That's... you know, it's so funny. I didn't even think about game credits for Minecraft because it seems like such an open... It seems like such an open game to me. Yes, we can get rid of this one. This one doesn't need to be here. Here we go. I always feel like I mentioned this before, and I'd love to see the whoops, where'd it go? Oh, come here, the thing. Uh-oh. Just can't take me anywhere. And I think that looks really nice. Yeah, I think that looks great. I kind of think a bow with like I'm expecting, by the way, I'm expecting a package to be delivered here pretty soon. Now I have to step away for just a few minutes to drag it inside. I got a present for my bestie. I'm expecting to be delivered here. It looks like somebody's delivering it. So I may have to, like I say, in a minute or two. Your base looks like a haunted house. It looks so cool, doesn't it? I love these copper torches. I love them so much. It does kind of look like a haunted house, though. You're not wrong. Okay. Go in here. Nope. Here. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna step away. I have to bring in a package from the porch. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Be right back. 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Hide before I come back. You could be. Oh, watch this too much. If you want to be a mod, let me know, and I can happily make you a mod. And if I didn't ask you, I apologize for that. Okay, we're back. Let me see here. This can go up here. I think we can turn these back into those. And put this back here. Put these back there. This here. I need more wood. So let's go chop some down. I think this looks really good. I think I have some saplings somewhere, right? I'm pretty sure I do. Yes. Just so I don't have to wait. Let's go chopping. And if any of you remember, when I first came here, there was a single tree. All these trees are directly from that one tree. Okay. Where are we going here? Go. Bonk. Has anybody been watching the live streams of Money SMP this week? It's been pretty interesting. I never really, since I never consumed Minecraft content before this year. You hope you're always every time you tap them? I know, right? Like I want this to be a renewable resource, you know, like 100%. I try to be very careful about that because it's important to me. Like, okay, so here's, I see some people in Minecraft do this and it drives me nuts. And I understand for speedrunning, right? But like people get shears and they take, because they want to get the full leaves for whatever reason. Those have special properties. I don't blame them for that. But they'll just like shear the leaves off of it and just leave the trunk standing up there. Like, what kind of a maniac are you? Like, are you a sociopath? Like, what are you doing? That always cracks me up when I see somebody doing this. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, okay, we'll go over and get this stuff. Oh, there's one down here. Look at that. Huh. I love how dangerous the amplified world is. Like at any given turn, there's an opportunity to fall 300 blocks down. Right? And I know it's not 300 blocks. I know I'm exaggerating, but I'm just saying. Like, I really love that whole thing. That it's just such a, hey, that chicken has been over there for ages. I'm such a fan of amplified Minecraft. I really am. It's really interesting and cool. I was watching. Did anybody watch the mid-offs a few weeks ago? So mid-offs is I brought this up before. Mid-offs is Tubbo's speedrunning competition where they take non-speedrunning Minecrafters, and sometimes not even Minecrafters, and have them speedrun with the help of a coach, of like a world-class speedrunning coach, a ranked speedrunning coach. That's one of the things that made me think that I think it's possible for me to do some speedrunning, and I want to get into it a little bit. Is the sun going down? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Just get a couple of goodies while I'm still here. We'll go to sleep. We'll go to sleep. How much wood did I get? Almost a full stack. Not too bad. I think there's a few more trees I can harvest. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this back in here. Just in case. Just in case. I do like having the accessibility thing on because anytime there's a weird noise, I can just check and see if it was a gribbler or not. Did that one just grow back? Like literally right now? Huh. You're quite the go-getter, aren't you? I'm just chopping down again. I mean, not as a punishment, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna need wood here for a bit, so we'll definitely do this. Okay. Here we go. And plant that. tallest apple. For some reason, apple drops have been a little rare in this world. I don't quite understand it. I still think it's funny that apples drop from an oak tree. I don't know why I find that so funny, but I do. Is that, huh. Was that tree always here? I guess so. Maybe I didn't chop it down? I don't know. Whatever. I think it's either April or March coming up. I think it's April. I have to double check. It will be the 1 year anniversary when we play Minecraft, which is really exciting, actually. I looked up the actual date. I'll have to look it up again because I forgot what it was. But, oh, another apple. I have a question. When I watch PvPers play, good ones, like really good ones, right? And they're doing some kind of like PvP contest, right? When they're behind those cage things, and then the thing beeps, and the cage is open for them, right? I have a question. They almost always eat 2 gapples first, and I get the first gapple. The first gapple gives them 2 extra hearts, right? I 100% get that. Why eat another one immediately? That must do something, because they all do it, but I don't know what it is. Does anybody know? This is looking really nice. I'm really liking this. Heck yeah. Come here. Let's put this stuff away. But we still can. Okay, this can go in here. This goes in here. Wait. Apples in here? Yeah. How much gold do I have? Do I have enough gold to make some gapples? I don't quite have enough. Maybe we'll do some gold farming. Swag! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the €2. That's so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm so surprised when that happens. Like, I really appreciate it, Swag. Thank you so much. Okay. So I think we can do some gapples. Let's get rid of this too. It's been a while. It has been a while since someone's done that. It means you have no idea how much it means to me. Like, I looked into kind of multi-streaming on Twitch as well. I know that Twitch is really hard to take off on, but I was kind of thinking maybe, but if you're a big streamer. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. This is not what I need to go. If you're a small streamer, Twitch comes down on you hard. I mean hard. For chatting at all with YouTube chat when you're also streaming Twitch. If you're a big streamer, like Ludwig, they don't say anything. Someday some random guy will just donate $1 million. Maybe. Can I mention something I'm a little disappointed in? And it's not, I understand why people do it, but I wish they would. There's a lot of really popular Minecrafters who have started appearing on Mr. Beast Gaming. And I understand why they're doing it. The number of viewers and subscribers they must get from doing that must be just massive. I can't even imagine. But I really wish that more of them would just tell them to go pound sand. You know? I legitimately, genuinely do. Why is this missing? Iron vein down here. Oh yeah, I found an iron vein, which is like around here. Which is... Twitch has a rule where they say you need to separate the Twitch chat and other chats if you. Yeah, I know. It's really and again, like, they don't enforce it on large streamers. Like, you see the big streamers and they don't enforce that at all. They just do it on the small streamers. It just seems like, hey, Diamonds. It just seems like I just hate it. Like, I really do. was unexpected. Didn't expect to find diamonds here. Okay. It's really irritating, and I don't like it. Okay. I'm going to leave this iron here because I think that there's an actual iron vein in this area, and I want to leave these here as a reminder for me to come back and look for it later. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where we're going to go in, but we also need to just put this here so I don't feel stupid. All right, let's see if we can find some gold. You don't like Twitch? They used to have a tubs and pools category. Wait, really? That's so stupid. I'm not a fan of Twitch either. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It seems like it's typical Amazon crap, you know. 24. Okay, we need to go to minus 20. They got rid of it and made Kick. Yeah, I know. And Kick is like, oh my God. It's so horrible. The whole thing is just so terrible. There's a couple of Twitch streamers that I like, that I will watch. But in general, I really hate the platform. I hate the you know, somebody was talking about why they have so many ads, and they mentioned that they don't really do sponsored streams, and if you don't have 3 minutes, you know, have 6 minutes of ads every hour, you just don't make any money at all. It's unbelievable to me that they would have a tubs and pools category. I mean, it's not unbelievable, but it's gross, you know? Like, who thought that was a good idea? Some moron at Amazon. It's also like when you look at Kick, there was this great YouTube video about how so many of the Kick streamers are sponsored by gambling sites that give them a ton of money so they don't lose their own money. Zero nudity, but boy, is it close. I hate that. I just hate that. That type of content attracts an audience. Yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% right about that. But it's just. I go back to thinking about Jacksepticeye talking about how everything has become about the views. And so if you produce crappy content and it's about the views, then it's not about doing what you think is cool. And that's the thing that I really like about someone like Queso. I feel like Queso is a new school, old school guy. Like the content that he produces seems to be very much along the lines of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, like the OG things. I really, really think that Queso is just killing it and producing such great content. it's so impressive. Yeah, Queso feels genuine. No, you're 100% right. He does feel genuine. And unlike like so many, like, you know, I'll wait, Zombie Villager? In my thing on the right just says Zombie Villager. Is that a thing? I'm one of the last non-bot viewer streams. Everyone pays. Yeah, I know. It's oh, look at that. Huh. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Maybe it's stupid and it's probably harming me, but I want my channel to be honest. Queso exaggerates. Oh, sure. No, of course. Turn it back to normal. So, I mean, Queso is, but everybody does that, right? I mean, you want it to be engaging and entertaining. I mean, I seriously doubt that Markiplier, when he walks into a store, goes, "Hello, my name is Markiplier," right? I mean, of course not. or Jacksepticeye. I love the idea of Jacksepticeye screaming at every Irishman he comes across. "Top of the morning to you." He'd probably get punched. But I mean, but I feel like Queso is genuine, right? I feel like what you see is what you get, and it's a performance, of course. But it's less about doing stuff for the views, and it's more about doing stuff he thinks is cool. And of course, he wants views as well. I mean, but it's a mix of entertainment and being genuine. I agree with that. And I feel like that's what I like about Markiplier. That's what I like about Jacksepticeye, like the OG ones. Like I feel like that they're being genuine, And I understand the parasocial concept. I know I don't know them as people. Like I'm not their friends, but there's part of their personality is who they really are. Gonna buy a Fanta? Pick one up for me too. Okay, here we go. We'll go to like 20 something. I think that should be 100. Yeah, we got a bit of gold. We got a bit of diamonds. This actually one has been pretty good, surprisingly. Okay. You throw yours over the coast. Okay, I'm ready. While I'm waiting for that, I'll have a little more coffee. Fat Nap on YouTube reminds me a lot of Quesos. I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of them. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. I really like Kick the PJ. He's a little bit OG, but I feel like the fact he only has 1 million subscribers, he should be in line with he should have 20, 30 million because he produces such great content. If you haven't watched Kick the PJ, I highly recommend it. Oh, that's just come here and done. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch Fat Nap. I think that's cool. That's very cool. It's so weird to me, since they changed the home screen and deprioritized subscribers, my views have been pretty bad. They actually have started to come back lately. I've noticed that I've started to get more views lately, but subscriptions are just in the toilet. And it's, I've come to terms with it. It's fine. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I can just keep doing my thing. And when people discover my little community, then they can become a member of it, and that's great. I do want to thank Dimian for helping out yesterday as a mod. That was very, I appreciate it very much. That's like policing, making sure that the vibe stays the same. I genuinely appreciate that. What am I going to here? I want to go 100. So we're going to go 226. Okay. I also really like Gab Smolders. I think she does really nice content. The algorithm is really screwed up for you the past few weeks. Yeah. What the heck? I've noticed that as well. I've heard and I've heard a couple people talk about it. So it's not. I don't think it's just. Yeah. We'll just. Okay, we'll just say this is done. Yeah. Let's we did pretty good. So what's that? Oh, maybe yeah. There's definitely a big iron vein going through there, and that would be really good to manipulate. What if I think of thumbnails would put a silly expression? So here's the thing. I don't like it, but I have a friend who has a relatively popular. I've heard different people talk about it. I've heard Jacksepticeye talk about it. I've heard Rhett and Link talk about it. I've heard a bunch of people talk about it, and like Rhett and Link talk about it and said they hate it. They absolutely hate it. But those thumbnails with the overreaction picture 100% gets significantly more views than without. And so, okay, you know, that kind of sucks, but then it is what it is, you know? And the thing that's interesting to me is it people's reaction to it? Or is it the algorithm pushing it harder because that's what it likes? And, you know, there's no way to answer that. 5. So I don't like it at all, but nobody asked my opinion. Basically is what it boils down to. It's just, and you know, and the reason why everybody does it is because if you A/B test it, you get more videos. That's it, you know. I don't do it because I don't have a face cam because nobody wants to see my ugly mug, but I have said, and I will stick to this, this is never going to happen, but if it does, if I get to 100,000 subscribers, I will do face cam. My channel will change to face cam. Although I do reserve the right to change my mind at any given time. I think it was Dimian that made me agree to that. But I absolutely would do that. 100,000 subs, face cam. I'm working with a friend of mine on some merch. And again, I'm not going to charge a lot of money for it because I don't think it was a money make. I don't want it to be a money making thing. I want it to be a community thing. And so I'm working with a friend to create some merch. And I'm going to make it super reasonably priced. And I don't want to make much money on it at all. So I'm just saying, you know. Let's do this. So if you'd like some merch, some will be coming up. I'm trying to make sure that whoever does it does internationally. You know, I don't have TikTok to post on, and I probably should. I need to start doing more shorts, and I need to start posting more on TikTok too. Because I consume TikTok. I don't really have a TikTok that I haven't done it. I just haven't done it, and I actually should because I think it's probably hurting my channel's growth. But I need to figure out a way to work in. I mean, I guess if I can start producing more shorts, I think that translates directly over to TikTok. And so I need to find a way to start producing. Even if I could do like one short a week or something, I think it would be helpful. Who am I supposed to go to? Yeah, I just consume TikTok. I haven't really thought about producing anything, so I probably should actually. 108, so it's 208. Okay. There we go. I want to produce a short from yesterday's Lush Foil photography sim because the weirdest thing happened if you didn't watch the video. I was going through and checking out this abandoned fishing village in China, which is actually a real place, and near the end of what I thought was going to be the video, there was this like interdimensional portal. like it was the weirdest thing that like I'm sure I'm 2/3 of the way through this game, and this weird portal was transporting me to other levels of the game. It was really weird. Very strange. I don't quite understand it. And I think it transported me to other levels at like, if not different seasons, maybe different time of day. It was really weird. Oops. What's going on here? Stop that. Okay. I'll need to go to 208. Okay, here we go. Almost there. I know, like Jacob Forrester, who's a relatively new. He's just been doing YouTube a couple of years. Talked about how he started out on TikTok. Like he was initially doing TikTok, and that kicked off for him, and then he transitioned to YouTube. So it might be a smart thing for me to do. Okay. Let's see. There, 208. Nice. You throwing you a Fanta? I'll keep looking for it. Oh, doggone it. My neighbor caught it. Do you have another one you can toss? Let's see. I need to make another shovel. Yeah. Man, we had such intense thunderstorms last night. It was really crazy. Okay, let's go up. Did I get, I'm trying to think, did I get, I thought I grabbed some, I do, I have 3 sugar canes. So I need to do a sugar cane farm too. Okay. Can we kind of get that going? Maybe. Let's put stuff away. You're not sure where I am? I am. Well, I'm going to say that. I don't mind anyone in chat knowing like where I live, but I don't want just anybody watching the VOD to know. If they were going to find out, they have to put the work in. and it's not that it's a super secret. Like it's just one of those things. Oops. Listen here. Get that going. Because I'm positive. I've mentioned this before. I'm positive that if someone went and looked at my old streams, that they would know. They could easily know the city that I grew up in, what state I went to college in, the area of the country that I currently live in. I'm 100% positive. You're one that's affected by an all-day long blackout in Portugal? Oh, I remember that. I do remember that. I do, yeah. I read about that in the news, and I was concerned for your safety. Okay, put that here, there. Oh, why are shears there? Come here, you. Okay, tough. What is this? No. Andesite. Do I have andesite? Yes. This is gravel. Do I have gravel? Yes. Tough. Yes. I have a bunch of these flints somewhere. Where are they? Here. Okay. Yeah, I'm 100% positive that somebody could figure out a fair amount about me. Just by, if they, well, again, it's not an insignificant task though, because I have thousands and thousands of hours of videos. Like, it would be a big task for somebody to do that. But I assume that if someone was like a journalist or something like that and doing something like that, they probably would have a team of people who would go through it and look at it. Or maybe you could use AI to scan it and tell. Probably. Actually, that's probably what you could do. I'm almost tempted to build another thing on this little hill. Tempted. I'm tempted. I haven't checked out that village either. I probably should. Where's the sun? The sun's going down. Well, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. So we need to build this. I need to get more rock. That's what I need to do. Maybe we'll go back to the iron mine. I'll make myself another diamond pickaxe. I think that's the thing to do. Snorgle's address planet Earth. Yeah, just address the Snorgle Earth. I'll get it. He just docked me from being an Earthling. I would. There's some people who would argue that I may not be from planet Earth. I'm positive that in one video, I'm positive that I mentioned what part of what state I live in. Not a city or anything like that, just what part of what state. I'm positive I did. Somewhere in the universe. All right, let's. Oh, that's done. Like a shovel. No, that's not what I want. Stop. There. We'll get another one because these break very easily. There are definitely people who would argue that I might not be from this universe. No comment. Okay, put this in here. We got a bunch of gold, which is good. Don't even quite have a full stack, but that's all right. We're doing okay. We got a ton of, man, we got just a metric ton of iron, which is with copper, which is fantastic. Yeah, good. Get that going. I think, didn't I have a, yeah, I thought I had that. How are we doing? We're doing pretty good chicken wise. Yeah, we're doing pretty good beetroot seed wise too. Sugar cane's there. I don't know why this is here. I know why I made it. I'm just not sure why it's there. Okay. Do we need more chickens? I think we do. Let's see what we can do here. We just throw these eggs at these chickens. You when you had his print was closed? Oh, that's great! Congratulations, that's really good. I'm glad that it was nothing serious because that stuff can be very concerning, you know. So I'm very glad. I'm pleased about that. We continue to throw these eggs at these chickens. Just a giant abscess? Oh man, that's really gross. Oops, hold on. I was hoping that wouldn't turn into a chicken. That chicken is now living with the cows. Okay, I need... Yeah, I will just grab this, because we're going to need that. We'll use that. Nighttime. Let's go collect some more different types of rock. No, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I just think it's funny. But I'm glad you got it taken care of, and I'm glad that it was nothing serious. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. But it sounds like your country's medical system is pretty good. So speaking of, there's a wow, I forgot about this. There is a new butcher opening up near me that is claiming to be to serve like some Portuguese sausage as a specialty, which I think is really cool. I think that's really neat. Just to boast, you didn't pay for any medical bill. It was free. That's amazing. That's so amazing. Whereas I have a friend who was feeling really terrible and went to a hospital that was part of, it was literally a hospital that was from his insurance company. Went to the emergency room and was supposed to be, he was fully covered, right? It was in network, and ended up owing $12,000. Like that's crazy to me. Free of charge minor surgery? That's so amazing. That's incredible. I honestly can't even imagine. Okay, this is the way out. Yes, okay, good. Just checking. Let's see. We're actually getting quite a bit of granite, which is good. You made the mistake of getting sick and going into without insurance. Oh my gosh. They sued and forced you to pay that. That sucks. Ridiculous. I'm sorry that happened to you. That I can't imagine how deeply frustrating that is. I'm a little concerned it's getting a little dark here. So wait, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go. Let's put that there. Okay. Put this here. Why not? Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. In addition to being sick, then you have to worry about paying these ludicrous bills. I feel like the idea will all healthcare would be. I feel like that here in the U.S., a lot of companies are pushing to not have a more reasonable health system because so much of your pay is based on what benefits they give you, what like insurance benefits they give you, and they'd have to pay you a lot more money if they didn't. I don't have any proof of that. I just feel like that's probably a thing. It's my conspiracy theory. We pay enough taxes for it? I know, right? It's. There was a conversation in Reddit where someone was talking about. Someone was talking. I think it was somebody from Denmark talking about how yes, they pay a lot higher taxes than we do, but if you look at the amount of money that retirement and healthcare costs the individual worker, the higher taxes are significantly less than what we're already paying. Like, anyway, it's frustrating. I hate it. Here we go. Actually going pretty good. Pretty pleased with this. Let's make sure we can get out easily. Yeah, let's actually, I know what I'm going to do here. We'll do this. And then put this here. Oh. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, gold. Nice. Oh, more gold. Get over here. What the heck? Look at that. Holy cow. Okay, what do we got going here? We're getting a lot of granite, which I think is great. I'm very pleased with that. This is a huge vein of granite, man. This and then this way out. Okay. I'm a little afraid of getting lost in here. Okay. Here we go. How much do we have? Oh, we decent. Relatively decent. Let's see. Okay. Let's put more, just so it's lit. I don't want gribblers spawning around here. This is pretty good, though. What's going on? Oh, sorry. This is being a problem. Okay. I want to just so I know. Let's put this here. Oops. Because I know me too well. You know? All right. We have these here, which is good. More of this. I think we can put these away. That's better. I like that. Oh, down here. Okay. I'm glad I put those signs because I would have gotten hopelessly lost. I should try creating with frames and leather sticks. Oh, item frames with leather sticks. That's a good idea. Actually, that's a really good idea. I have done that in other. I don't think I've done that in this one. I did it a fair amount with in the petting zoo world. I did a decent amount in the petting zoo world. Let's see. Oh, is it getting to be nighttime, or is the sun just setting, or I think the sun is rising? I don't know. I probably should make a watch. Or a clock, I should say. Well, let's see what's going on here. We have a bunch of stuff we need to put away. Here we go. So 5 full stacks. That's pretty solid. That's really good. I'm pleased with that. Andesite here? It is. Okay. This goes on here. Did I put that in? No. Oh wait, I've got it in my. What am I doing that with my offhand? What am I doing? What am I, a maniac? Honestly. Okay, we'll get that going. Got some gold we can do next. Nope, this goes up here. I kind of want to go down here and just look around a little bit. Just to see what's up. Okay. I don't know if there's gribblers around, so put my shield out. Oh, hi. That was probably mean, but whatever. Oh, this goes all the way through. I didn't know that. I should light this place up. Hold on. There. I didn't know that went all the way through. I should go check out that I should go check out that village again. Honestly, because I just love the way this looks, you know? I just love the way this whole world looks. It's so intense. Is that that is an Enderman. Let's see. Can I do this? And of course they leave. As soon as I stupid Enderman. Like anytime I try to get something set up. Oh, there they are. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this here. Hello. Hi. Didn't even drop an ender pearl. What a jerk. Probably should put some things around here so I know this is where it is. There. Can't believe we didn't drop an ender pearl. Can't wait for the warden. I can wait. I can 100% can wait to find a warden. I 100% can wait to find it. I've seen what wardens can do, and I can absolutely wait for that. Where was my... I have one of these somewhere else. Where is it? I swear I have one somewhere else. Oh well, we'll just put it here. That's fine. I think I mentioned this yesterday. It's not that bad if your potion of night vision and elytra. Yeah, I mentioned this yesterday. I watched SB737 was doing something around. I think these can go in my other box over here. He has this technique for getting wardens where when a warden spawns, he cages them in and then goes enough blocks away and he can just kill them with an arrow. I've never seen anything like it. It's really cool. See, this can go down. This can go over here. This can go over here, and this can go over here. Did I have... Yeah, that's what I thought. That doesn't go in there. Oh, that's okay. Hold on. We'll take these out. Just get a piece of mutton. Put this in here. Oh, nice. Look at that. Let's I don't think we need more than one full stack, so let's just try to be efficient here. Let's try to be efficient. Okay. No, the wardens definitely seem it's funny to me. I think the warden thing is kind of funny because one of those things where it seems like they don't want you, that Mojang never intended for you to beat them because they keep spawning, right? Like it's not just you get it and do whatever and they don't spawn. They just continually keep spawning. Like it's so strange. Oh hi. If you don't mind waiting there for a second while I fix something. Where'd he go? Oh, for Pete's sake. Stupid jerk. Is he around here somewhere? Hello? God of War Trillion Answers? I think it's cool. I think it's super dope. I played the God of War when I was a kid, but Oh man, that stupid jerk. All right, fine. I feel like the Enderman just gaslight me at 24/7. You know? But I think I haven't played or thought about God of War in so long. I really. The heck was that? Hello? Hello? Oh, I heard something. Oh well. All right. There's more stuff up there. We'll clear this out a little bit too. I forget where this goes to. This goes down to something, and I don't remember what it is. The warp force biome in the Nether? Is it, oh yeah, you know, I think that the petting zoo Nether puts me in the warp force biome because I have absolutely farmed Enderman there. Okay. Look at that over there. That's so cool. Is he coming? No. All right. Well, whatever. Stupid jerk. I didn't want you to come anyway. I am. Oh wait, maybe he is coming. Huh. Whatever. Oh wait, I didn't even have to build a thing. When Enderman comes in here, I just need to go here. I'm so stupid. Oh, let's put the. It's funny though, like in the 3 worlds I've had, there's the petting zoo. There's this one. In all fairness, I don't know this one. The two Nethers I've gone into. Like I watch speedrunners go into the Nether, and it's just like it's 90% of the time. It's what you consider like sort of the standard Nether. That I have not had that a single time that I've gone in. Not a single one. Like I was in a warped forest in the petting zoo world, and in the desert temple world, it was like the one with those little jumpy lava blocks chase you around. It's so weird. Like I just wanted like a regular Nether. I think it's funny that speedrunners they just exclusively play on wow, more drums rolling in, huh? I didn't think that was supposed to happen. Oh yeah, sun's going down. Sun's going down, sun's going down. I really look at that scenery though, it's so cool. I love it so much. The Warp Forge Biome Nether has plenty of Endermen? Yeah, oh, I read that before. Yeah, it is. It's really cool. And like I got more than a full stack, I think, in the Guppy's World. Which, by the way, I'm going to go back and do. I kind of would like to see. I have an idea for an exhibit with pandas. Hi, Danny. How's it going? Welcome back. Nighttime, I guess we can go to sleep. Yeah, there we go. And unfortunately, Danny, I do think that this is probably a good place to end this live stream. Thank you so much for tagging along with me on this crazy live stream. If you missed it, there's always the VOD. I'm just working on this. I realize that this is actually going to be significantly more difficult than I thought. Like this base is going to be so much larger and more complicated than I thought, and I'm here for it. So, and apparently so are you. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time for more Minecraft. Actually, tomorrow we're going to do a stream, and it's going to be Raft. So tomorrow we'll start with Raft. Maybe we'll do something else. But tomorrow the stream is going to be Raft. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.